Hey guys, welcome back to the 4x2 Wagon family, and today we are going to be installing this Hampton Bay LED color changing vanity fixture here in our bathroom. So if you guys maybe bought this at Home Depot or Lowe's and you want to know how to install this in your bathroom, well, stick around. So let's get started. All right, so let's open this guy up here. Okay, so that's all there is in the package, just the light itself. There is some instructions here, but I'm gonna walk you guys through the installation process, so you probably won't need the instructions. This is gonna be a super easy installation, about 15 minutes or less. Here are some tools that you probably need here. According to this instructions, you'll need some wire strippers, goggles, ladder, gloves, flat end Phillips screwdriver, some electrical tape, and wire cutters. All right, so the instructions pretty straightforward. There's only 4 steps according to this instructions, and it can get a little wordy. If you guys never installed lighting in your house before, it may be a little overwhelming, but I'm gonna show you guys how easy this thing is. And installing like a vanity light or a light in your living room or bedroom, it's all the same. It's all the same wiring concepts. Installation's generally the same. So I'm gonna go through this. If you guys can do this, you guys can install lights pretty much anywhere in your house. So hope that this video will be helpful. I wanna show you real quick what all comes in this hardware here. So again, there's nothing in the box other than the instruction packet and the actual light itself. So we'll have to remove this flashing, this cover. This cover basically will cover all the electrical that's behind this little box right here. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this wall plate off, and you're gonna need a Phillips screwdriver for this. And most likely you're not gonna need all the tools that was mentioned earlier, especially if you've already installed lights in your bathroom or in your living room or hallway. I think we can do this whole job with this one Phillips screwdriver. Okay, so this has 2 screws, one on the top and bottom, and that basically will connect to this wall plate that we're gonna put on here just in a little bit. On this wall plate, there's a ground plug right here. We're gonna go ahead and set this off to the side. In the packaging, there are 3 wire nuts and 2 flatheads, 2 Phillips screws. And this will be mounted to the back of this wall plate that will get mounted to the box that's on the wall. So that's all there's to it. There are 2 wires in here. Actually, there's 3 wires. One is the ground wire. This is the bare wire. So coming out of your wall, almost every home in this country will have a ground wire coming out of the wall, a black wire, and a white wire. And so it's gonna match. So that's how easy this is gonna be to install. It's black to black and then white to white on the wall. So you can't go wrong with this. So the hardest part, it really is gonna be getting this thing mounted to the wall. One thing to keep in mind is that when you do install this thing, this has gotta be level up and down, because as you guys can see, this vanity will be mounted to this on the wall like this. So when you hang this, you wanna make sure that this bracket that goes on the wall is level. So one thing that the instructions did not mention as far as what tools you need is a level. Let me double check here. Yeah, I didn't mention anything here about a level. So you guys can, you guys can probably don't need one, but it makes it easier. Or once you get it up there and put the vanity up there, you can probably just move the vanity just a little bit to eyeball it square. But I like to use a level. So let me go grab one real quick, and then we'll get this thing installed on the wall. All right, so one of the first things you want to do is turn all the power off at the fuse. And that's what we've done here so far. And as I was saying earlier, there's 3 wires coming out of the wall here, and this will probably apply to every single home in America. You got a white wire, a black wire, and a ground wire. We're gonna go ahead and remove this bracket that was there before for my old fixture. Okay. And I got the new bracket. And what's nice about most of these brackets, these are all universal brackets, so it should fit on most electrical boxes in your home. So this would be a good time to get your level out and level up this frame right here, this bracket. Or if you don't have a level, here's some trick you can do. Just tighten this down snug, but just enough so you can still move it just a little bit. And you can come in here with your fixture and just set it up here gently and line up the screw hole and just see if it's going to work or not. So it's going to kind of sit like this, and then this is where you're going to probably want to eyeball, and that looks really good, just like that. This is where you can change the light color. Okay, so just figure out what side you want that on, doesn't really matter. I'm going to keep it just like this. So now it's just a matter of hooking up these two wires, black to black and white to white. And then use the provided wire nuts. Those two screws that came with this would have been mounted right here where these two black screws are. But these are longer screws because my box that's behind the wall is recessed a little bit further in, and those short screws just would not have worked. And take this ground wire from the fixture and connect it to the house ground wire. But it doesn't make sense to ground to something that's not grounded to earth. Okay, so now I'm going to re-step the wire on the top here. Shove it in there. All right, so let's check out the different settings here. Ooh, that's looks like white. A little bit of pink in there. I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera. All right, so now that I've turned down the setting on the camera, hopefully you guys can see the different light colors from this LED. So this is white, a little bit of pink, a little more amber, pinkish. That's like soft, and that's super soft lighting. All right guys, hope you guys enjoyed the short video on how to install this vanity light. And if you have any comments or questions, leave it down below. I will get back to you guys on all your questions. I'm also gonna leave all the links down below where you guys can buy this at Home Depot for $79. And I also found it on Amazon for way cheaper as well. So I'll leave that link down below. So until next time, we'll see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching.